What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Down South Off-Road and Outdoor. Today is going to be pretty awesome because if you can see that behind me, no, I didn't win the lottery. My broke ass saved up for about 6 months all these little parts and pieces. So now I'm ready to bring Lagatha over to Mike's Fabrication and Refinishing to have all of that put on. Stay tuned. Let's look at what we're looking at today. The little stuff for Lagatha, I've got the Factor 55 1.5 inch fairlead, the flatlink in a bright orange. I've got the fishbone off-road mag light holder for the seat mount. But then let's get to the big stuff. We have a Hellwig rear sway bar. This thing comes in at 22 millimeters thick compared to the 17 millimeter thick. Then we've got our AEV 2.5 inch suspension. Comes with Bilstein shocks. Those are tuned to the AEV springs. In this box, we've got the old Man Emu Steering Stabilizers. What else do we have? Ooh, the JKS Flex Connect sway bar disconnects. So it's kind of a new system that uses a spring. And so if you're gonna be lazy like I know I will, and I'm not gonna be disconnecting my sway bars, it'll give me a little more flex than normal. And then we've got the Molle Platform Solutions knuckle mounts. So I've got lights that I'll be mounting on those. And then the final thing is gonna be the Poison Spyder hood louver, because when I'm going up hills lately, Lagatha's been getting a little hot. So I think this summer heat's gonna cause her to have some hot flashes because, you know, she's getting older. She could be in menopause, who knows? So hopefully that helps with that. Stay tuned, guys. A lot going on today. None of these installs are gonna be very in-depth, but you're gonna see them all go on together. All right, guys, we're getting ready to get started. The instructions say this is about a 6 to 8 hour install. So we'll see how long it takes. Guys, we got the rear wheels and tires off. Things don't look too bad in here. We definitely do have some rust. I think this was a South Carolina vehicle, so you know, it's got a little bit of rust, but I don't think it's too bad. So we're getting started. Nice. So we are ready to start unbagging our springs. These AEV springs, I love the gray color on them. It's kind of gonna go with Lagatha. It's gonna match the wheels and some of the other little accents. These things are beefy compared to stock. Rear springs in, and he's getting ready to put on the rear track bar bracket. It's definitely a beefy bracket. It's gonna be much better than the little drop brackets that were in there for that budget lift. So this lift comes with a new rear track bar. You can see the factory track bar here, the nice pretty shiny one there. Changes the geometry of it a little bit. One thing that I do want to note about the AEV lift, it did not come with paper instructions. So this is definitely something that you want to print off or have a computer at your station to follow along with. New rear track bar is going on. See, folks, you can do this without a lift. You're close. So we just popped open the shocks. Look how sexy that is. So for any of you guys that think this is just a regular Bilstein 5100 shock, it is not. It is specially tuned to the AEV springs. That does make a difference. So don't think you can just run out and buy those shocks and it'd be the same thing. So these are tuned to these springs. Man, that Hellwig is girthy. Oh, nice. I thought it would have to slide on, but no, it just, it's got a little slot.
Even the factory ones do. They're just usually on the, oh no, they're cutting inside on those too, and those are polyurethane instead of rubber.
Gotcha. So install of this rear sway bar is pretty straightforward. Doesn't take a whole lot. As you can see, it's got that nice chromoly finish that I love. And now all we gotta do is just tighten up the bolts. And that portion's good to go. I'll get some footage of Mike using that expensive ass torque wrench from Snap-on. Apparently once he gets to the desired foot-pounds, that thing is gonna turn green for him. You can see it moving up. It's pretty awesome. What are you torquing these to, Mike?
40 foot-pounds on the U-bolts, and then the actual, the larger bolts will go to 80 foot-pounds. We're gonna get there one day.
Yeah, I think you're at like 34 right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go, 40.1.
40.1, that wrench is so badass.
40 on the dot. We're at 13, so it's gonna be a minute over here.
So you guys can see that new sway bar in, springs are in, rear track bar is in with the track bar tower. You can see how thick and beefy that bracket is. We got those sexy Bilsteins going on. Is it Bill Stein or Bill Steen, Michael?
I've heard it both ways for forever, so whatever comes out first.
Since they're German, it's probably Stein.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Got greasy Bojangle fingers.
I'm telling you, man.
Can't hold the boat.
I just want to take a nap now. If you guys watching this aren't in the South and you don't have Bojangles, you're missing it. The biscuits are like crack. Alright guys, the rear suspension is done. You can see the new shocks, new springs, new track bar. Let's move on to the front. And the first thing he's going to be doing is taking off those sway bar end links. So he's loosened all the bolts for the control arms. He's unhooked the front drive shaft, and now he's loosening the shock to take it out. So with this lift, you get, well, you have the option to buy some geometry correction brackets. So that's what we're going to be putting on next. You have 3 bolt holes here for your different lift sizes, 2.5, 3.5, and 4.5 inches. All right, Mike, I'll give that to you. So it's going to go like that on the frame. Mike is going to start the geometry correction brackets now. You need me to hold it, Mike? So as you can see, the geometry relocation brackets just drop everything down so that it puts it back into the center.
Probably 2 or 3 inches in the back and probably 4 or 5 in the front, depending on your setup. Because the original hole's up here.
Gotcha.
Moves it to here. The original hole here, down to here.
Oh yeah, so it's quite a bit different.
Then you can come all the way down to here, have another inch of drop for the 4.5 inch kit. That way it rolls your axle back forward and helps pinion angle.
Gotcha. Going down. Point that at the camera once you. Ingenuity, folks. Ingenuity. New bump stops are on. There goes the spring. They went. So this is the relocation brackets that our sway bar is going to bolt into. We're not going to be using our factory ones anymore because we've got the new Flex Connect system. So we're going to go over the instructions real quick for the Flex Connect and get ready to hook these things up. Oh man, damn it, AEV. They went in great. They went in great. And then the AEV brackets kind of ruined it. Damn it. So we're gonna have to drill out the. You're through. If this thing fits. Boom, like a glove.
Give me that nut.
Lower bump stop pad. For the AEV suspension, you need to drill a hole in the center to attach the bump stops, so they're actually bolted on. Ready to put a shock in. And I do want to say, those new AEV shocks are sexy with the new decals on them. Nice.
Jack it up, sir.
Alright, so we got the studs on for the JKS quick connects, well, quick disconnects. We have extended it so that it's the same length as the Flex Connect side. And so it's important to note in the instructions that your top pin, the hole is vertical, and the bottom pin, the pinhole, is parallel to the ground. Hey guys, I'm gonna be running the old Man Emu Steering Stabilizer. We didn't film this part because we got busy and we're kind of in a time crunch. So here's where we mounted the old Man Emu Steering Stabilizer mount. What this is gonna do is take it from your steering stabilizer normally goes through that bolt and it's on the bottom. And so this is gonna run it up top. So to give you a little more clearance as well. Just painting up the bare metal from the holes. Sorry, Mike, did I scare you with my recording?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I didn't know I had your phone again.
This just kind of keeps getting rust at bay. It's pretty sexy, Poison Spyder. All right, guys, so sometimes when you're working on the Jeep, you do a really shitty job with recording and things like that because, you know, after 10 hours of wrenching on something or whatever you're doing, you get tired of looking at the camera and making sure you're recording. So with that being said, we got everything finished with Lagatha that we wanted to add. So I wanted to do a quick little walk around of what we got done. So starting at the very front, I added the Factor 55 1.5 inch hawse fairlead. That's supposed to be easier on the synthetic rope. And I added the Factor 55 flatlink in orange with the rope guard. And there's that sexy hood. Man, that hood is so sexy. I would have never thought just adding a $180 item to your hood could make it look that much cooler, but it really did. Super happy there. The biggest thing is the new AEV 2.5 inch Dualsport with the JKS Flex Connect system. We've got the old Man Emu Steering Stabilizer. And then I've also got the Molle Platform Solutions knuckle light mount. So that's pretty awesome as well. But let me get to the cooler side of the Flex Connect system. The Flex Connect system basically, if you're lazy like me and you don't want to disconnect your sway bars, it'll give you a little more flex while they're connected. And you can see we grease the hell out of it, but it'll give you a little more flex while they're connected than just having the standard end links in there. So, oh, almost forgot. We did the Artec Freedom inner fenders. And the very last thing, guys, is the Hellwig Chromoly rear sway bar. This thing is a tank and it really helps with body roll. So that's everything that you saw us add over at Mike's Fabrication and Refinishing. The only other new thing is Freedom rated, baby. Freedom rated. But so far, very, very happy with everything that we've done for Lagatha. I don't have a single regret for any of these mods yet. I will be changing out these headlights soon, so stay tuned. They're gonna be pretty awesome. I'm sorry the installation videos kind of sucked, but man, it was so hot in the garage, and you know, we were just trying to get it done. So again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and soon, never mind, I'll save that for another episode.